What's up, guys? I want to tell you a quick story. I've been really getting into Bitcoin a lot lately, and this is my bank. This is my bank here for the future. This is a Nano Ledger X, a Ledger Nano X, excuse me. And I hold my Bitcoin on here, but they say once you get it to a certain amount, you should definitely move it off the exchange and put it on a Nano or a cold storage, and I've done that. But they also said you may not want to keep it on one. And like the other video I showed you how to become one of the richest people in the world, Oliver Velez, he had 8 wallets. Now I'm not going to get that many, so I decided, you know what? Let me order another one. I like the Trezor Model T. That's the one I wanted to go order. So I go online onto the website. I order that plus a couple other products. I get to the checkout and I put my credit card in because that's the way you pay because it's digital. And it wouldn't go through. My card wouldn't go through. Now this is my debit card that goes straight to my bank. It's not a regular credit card. And I'm like, why is it not going through? Now I know I got the quote unquote money in there. So why is it not going through? So I do it again and it doesn't go through again. So I'm like, what? So I end up using my regular credit card, not a debit card, but a Visa credit card, and I used that and it worked. Didn't think nothing of it, but I was like, man, that's kind of strange that I can't. I'm trying to be my own bank here. My bank won't let me use it. Well, then I get this text message here. And I didn't know because I had my phone on silent. I didn't know that they sent me a text saying that, hey, it looked like I had some, whatever frivolous stuff. And they tried to check with me, see if it was me. And of course it was me. But then I've already ordered it already. And this was hours later after I saw the text. So I said, no. It wasn't me. I said no because I don't want to be charged twice, thinking it'd be okay. Well, then they tell me that I can't, basically they're going to put my account on freeze or pause or whatever. And I'm thinking, and again, I know it's a security measure and everything else. But it's kind of a pain in the butt, man, when you can't move your money around like you want to, and you can't have freedom with your own money, and they try to secure your stuff without asking. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to talk to you about security versus freedom. The more you have of one, the less you have the other. It just is what it is. We grew up, in this country, and I don't know where other country you live in. We've grown up always depending on the powers that be. They taught us to basically depend on them for a job. To go to college, give us money for college. They say go to school, get good grades, and go to college. And because we're not paying out of our pocket to go to college. A lot of people get loans, and then once you get that loan, and then you go and get that college degree, then you're dependent on somebody to hire you, right? You're depending to have that safe, secure job, right? Not a lot of freedom, obviously, but you got that safe, secure job. And it just reminded me of that today. I'm sitting there thinking, this is my money. I can't buy something because you say that it looks like a fraudulent account or whatever, fraudulent purchase or whatever. And it got me thinking, do you just do that because you don't want me to buy my own bank? You giving me a hard time about it? I don't know. Because I have a lot of weird stuff happen to me sometimes. Sometimes I feel like my phone is being recorded and listened to. But anyways, We're taught that, man. We're taught to depend on the system, and I don't want to be part of that system. So let's talk about a couple things. Let's talk about having security, right? Where's the most secure place you can be in the world? If they said, man, where's the most secure place that I know that I'm just secure in here? I would guess a prison, maybe, or solitary confinement in prison. I'm guessing, right? Can you be any more secure than that? Probably not. So you got that place in a prison or in the hole, they call it. But how much freedom you got? Not a lot, right? And when you get that loan for college and you have that security of, having someone paying for your school, because now that's all cool. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's paid for, right? But how much freedom you have? Because once you get out of school, you immediately have to start paying that debt again. That don't sound like a free person to me. Then when you go get that job, that great job they're going to give you after college, you're secure again. You got that security of getting paid every week or 2 weeks, bi-weekly, 1st and 15th, whenever you get paid, daily, weekly, whatever. You got that security. But how much freedom do you have? How much time off do you get? Do you get to be off anytime you want? We know the answer to that. Again, as a society, we're taught to be reliant on the establishment and the powers that be. And I don't want to be that way. I've always been a rebel. I've always been a person that try to go against the establishment. Try to exercise my freedom. Because I know it comes with a cost. And the cost of freedom is having that security from someone else. But I'd rather secure myself and be self-reliant than worry about somebody else taking care of my security so that they can take away my freedom. And, a lot of people ask me about Bitcoin. They say, how can you do this, man? You got a 12 or 24 word passcode. And if you lose it, you lose your Bitcoin. And you're absolutely right. If I lose my passcode, I'm assed out. I lose it. But that's the thing I'm willing to trade to have my freedom. Because if I'd have bought it with Bitcoin today, because you can buy it with Bitcoin, by the way, you could have bought the Trezor cold storage wallet with Bitcoin. I don't spend mine right now. I will later. And because of my bank, my bank, Bank of America, shut me down, I couldn't do that. So if I lose my passcode, can I go to a customer service and say, hey, I lost my ID or lost my account number like I can at Bank of America, and they'll help me out? No, I can't do that. I don't have that security. But I got my freedom. I can buy what I want when I want with this. I can move the money around without anybody's permission. And again, I'm willing to trade that in. I'm willing to trade that security, quote unquote, for the freedom I have. I'm a firm believer, guys, in personal responsibility. And I think you guys are too. And it's taking a risk. It's scary. When I first bought Bitcoin, I had it on the exchange for a long time, for months. But then I kept hearing the Bitcoiners saying, you got to get it off the exchange. You got to get off the exchange. Because I was saying the same thing at the same time about having your cash in the bank. So I felt kind of like a hypocrite. I was telling everybody to get their cash out of the bank, but I kept my crypto on the exchange. So I decided I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I bought this. And it was scary the first time I sent a little bit from my exchange through the cold storage to the blockchain network. And when it went through it, I got happy. And now, I got this now. I cannot tell you how free it feels to do this. But guys, in order to be your own bank, you got to be your own security. I ordered some stuff, and I'll show you when it gets in how to secure your 12 to 24 word passcode to get in there, your keys. And again, guys, I'm not knocking anybody who has a job. I'm not knocking anybody who went to school and went to college and owes college debts, school debts, and stuff like that. That's just not for me. And I've had jobs. I've had plenty of jobs, But when you have a job, and if you don't love, if you love your job, we need employees, we need workers. If you love your job, go ahead. But you got to try to free yourself during your free time to get as much free time as you can later on, because I got a feeling our retirement is not going to be here when it's supposed to be. I just, you can do the math. But I like to call myself a freelancer. You like to play on words there? Is where I come and go as I please. I work for myself. I go out there and I take risks. I go out there and, when you don't have a job that's a safe, secure job, like many millions of Americans do, and you got to go out there and make it on your own, it's scary. I'm not going to lie to you. It's definitely scary. But what I'm scared of more is not having my freedom. I'd rather be scared not having my freedom or having my freedom than versus having somebody else give me a safe, secure paycheck or a job. I could easily, or you could easily buy silver on the paper market. We could easily buy, a safe, secure, or pay for a depository and put your silver in there. But we choose not to. Is it more secure? Of course, it's more secure than us having it on our own, being our own bank, and being responsible for our own assets and our own money. Of course. But how much freedom do you have? If it was time to pack up and go somewhere, how long does it take to get that metal back from that depository? Probably a lot longer than it would take you to get out of your stash or in your backyard or wherever you got it. Again, guys, security versus freedom. The more you have of one, the less you have of other. And we all have a choice, all of us, you know. And for me, always, and I'm always going to make my choice. And my choice is always going to be, it's going to be freedom. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you like being your own bank? Do you prefer having somebody watch your stuff for you, or do you prefer being your own self-sovereign person and enjoying your freedom? Let me know, guys. I love each and every one of you. I'll talk to you guys soon, and keep your head on the swivel. God bless you and your family, and God bless this country. Peace and love.